Everything's budding and blooming out. The woods are green again. Come on. Come on. May is the freaking best. May is the freaking best.
We got it. Here we go, boys. Here we go. Let's get it.
Three pack.
4.
Freaking beauty right here. Wow. This one's kind of dried up here, but I'll pick it. May is the best. May is the frickin' best. May is the best. If you're in the upper Midwest, I don't know, it's just my opinion. I think May is the best month of the year. Obviously, summer's beautiful, fall's really nice. There's tons of stuff to do in winter, but I just think May is the best. It feels like everything's ahead of you. You got the full summer ahead of you, and the woods, the water, the lakes, everything's just kind of waking up. So for some states in the upper Midwest, fishing opener happens in May. It just happened in Wisconsin, and this weekend we have Minnesota fishing opener. That means game fish are open. That means pike, walleye, bass, everything underneath the sun you want to catch. You can fish for it finally, and they're biting. May is such a bitey month. Water temperatures are rising, and basically everything is moving shallow, and everything is biting. Pike are post-spawn. They're feeding heavy. Walleyes are post-spawn. They're feeding up heavy. Crappies are potentially spawning right now, depending upon where you live. And bass are shallow, and they're feeding up, and potentially spawning really soon. So it doesn't matter what you like to fish for. A lot of fish are shallow, and a lot of fish are eating. Beyond that, the woods are waking up. If you're into turkey hunting, turkeys are strutting around with swagger and dominance like you don't see throughout the whole year. There's fresh growth, the grass is green, and one of my biggest passions of all time, morel mushroom hunting, that's happening right now, at least in my area, Minnesota. So if you like being outside at all, May is the month, and I think that's why, at least in my opinion, I categorize May as the best month out of the year. Whole summer ahead of you, fishing is really kicking off, and it's just, yeah, it's a new beginning, it feels like. So yeah, let's get into a whole bunch of things. I have footage from the past 2 weeks of my pals and I doing a bunch of different things under the sun, and they basically all relate to spring, May, and what's happening right now. So we'll jump into that footage right now in 3, 2, 1. How you feeling, buddy?
I'm all right. How you feeling, buddy?
All right. Ace is just hacking up a storm. He's got one of those spring flus.
Morning, boys.
Morning.
All right, time to talk to Rob. How do we feel? Pretty ill. Ill? Ill? Really? Am I the only one?
Here you go. Your stickers are in there. Your big tag is in there.
You look good. It works. Yeah,
All right, pre-tournament meeting. Blast off is at 8 o'clock, and we got to return when? 2 o'clock? 2 o'clock. The best part about this tournament is you can fish in teams of 2 people, 3 people, or 4 people. And yeah, the rules are simple. It's your best 10 crappies. Weight takes all. I think they pay out how many spots? 10 spots. So $5 grand first place. We're gonna do a little pre-tournament meeting here, and we'll be blasting off shortly. There's Spock. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the shores of Lake Minnetonka for the annual Memories Made Crappie Derby. This is our 3rd year fishing it. Year number 1, we struggled, middle of the pack. Year number 2, 3rd place. And year number 3, only time will tell. Let's meet the team here. Coming in number 1, our fearful leader. He holds the land speed record for a tiller boat. He was voted best beard in high school, and he's a premier multi-species guide on the shores of Lake Vermilion, where he's also the chairman of the Vermilion Club. Angler number 2, he was voted best dressed in high school. He's an avid Ducks Unlimited member, and he's a 6-time state champion for your local county fair tractor pull. Angler number 3, he holds a state record for the yellow bullhead in South Dakota, North Dakota, and Iowa. He's an AAU softball national champion, And beyond that, he has the strength of 10 men that with one hook set, he could turn a crappie right to spawn. And last but not least, anchoring your team, dashing good looks, great hook set, one of the rawest anglers in the game, and really, really good looking dude, myself. So we have Hayes Baldwin, Augie Auger Isaacson, Brooks Prochaska, and me. And we're coming at you with the crappie derb in 3.
We are headed to our first spot right away. We got about 6 feet tall weeds, and they got some big ones in it. We're gonna hit that for about an hour, and then we're going to Hayes' Juice after that, probably for the rest of the day, but we'll see how it goes.
But our main plan, like you said, we're fishing just tall weeds on flats and on structure too. A lot of these weeds are kind of related to structures, they're just kind of little humps out there. I think we're gonna stay out of the cuts, even though it's windy and it'd be sweet to fish in the cuts. We didn't have much luck there. What do you think, Brooks? What do you think it's gonna take to win today?
We're gonna need over 10 pounds, I'm thinking. And I spent a lot of time pre-fishing these past couple of days. Broke down a lot of water out here.
Let's get it.
All right, come on, boys.
Let's go.
Come on. All right, current time check. 8:15, spot number 1. We're gonna give this however long we feel. Hopefully we pick up some fish and can slowly upgrade.
Tap it up in there, Brexy. You like that little sugar sweet? Yeah, it gives you that little sweetness. And there you go. Double. I missed one. That's a nice fish. That's no crappie. That's a crappie. Yes, dude. Yes, nice. Get that one. Hayes, you fucking dog, you. What did you switch to? You literally just switched, didn't you?
Nice job, buddy.
These fish off.
That's a pretty nice, probably 11 and a half. I'm not going to measure it. I'm putting it in the live well.
Way out there.
I was going to say, I'm actually in the wrong place, gentlemen. The cast is over there. I hope it's a crappie.
They could be fucking stacked up there too. Nice job,
Boy.
Good job.
Boy.
Boy. Great job.
Boy.
Hey, good work.
We can't be thick. All right, update 12:53. Ran across the lake to kind of some community spots. Filled our limit out. Catching a lot of fish, a lot of life. Bluegills, crappies, some random bass, and I even think Brooks potentially hooked a muskie.
Probably had a muskie on for a little bit. That was the most exciting thing of the day, probably, unfortunately.
Bigger?
Bigger or whatever. Could be a drop from that.
Nice one. That would be a beautiful eater, Bill. Not quick and eat.
Good for the pickle jar, you know what I mean?
Know what I mean?
Oh, Austin.
Get the net. Get the net. Get the net. Get the net.
Now.
I don't have that good of a hook in my own. Think it's a nice fish.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Nice job.
Nice fish.
Thing is full. That is a nice one. That's probably your best crappie.
Oh, that's by far the best.
With a fish.
Good job, Augie.
Oh, that's a nice crappie, Hayes. Bucket.
This is what I grew up cleaning and eating right here.
Find us some mega fuel.
Stubbs Bay has got tens of thousands.
That's awesome. The giving tree.
What did you say?
The giving tree. Double.
The next day, like 2 hours. Not the next day, like a week and a half after the tournament. You got him? Jimmy?
All right, current time check 1:50. We're heading in. Weigh-ins. We We don't got a mega sack by any means, but we got a limit. We tried our best, and we all had fun. It was good friendship and fellowship coming together, setting the hooks. What do you think?
Absolutely, Timmy.
I feel like Hayes beat his illness. He doesn't seem as sick anymore.
Oh, I feel rejuvenated because I got some hooks that's in today.
Good.
Who's next?
That's why he called all
16.
The who?
Let me see. I've heard. Come on. Oh my Atlantis, boys. Boys, come on. Come on. Holy smokes.
Cody Krug got him.
Come on. Come on.
What'd you do, Sock? We're like, oh, bass.
Pretty much. Look at the J, dude.
Deadly, dude.
Look at the J, dude.
Yes.
Hey, be careful. This guy here is struggling. Sobi's son Lucas here. Here we go. Oh. They got something. Yeah. If it's that heavy, you should have let Augie lift it because it's shredded.
Petitos.
Look at them. How many? So, come here. How many? Limits. Love it. Pretty much limits. Limits around the horn.
7.
Easy now.
Push on it.
7.14.
7.14. So did you guys have fun out there? That's really what matters at the end of the day. Yeah, you guys have been doing this for how long?
Every year that we
Forever?
Year 3 of the dream team.
Year 3, dream team. Highest finish is what? Third is the highest place finish? He's like, where am I at? Where am I?
But yeah, all good fun.
Absolutely. Good fun for a great cause. Thanks for coming out, you guys.
Not our best finish in the crappie derb by any means, but a total blast nonetheless. This is a great tournament that goes to a great cause. And thank you. Thank you to all the folks that put this on, and thank you for all the competitors that come out and show good support to this. So Memories Made is an awesome tournament, and we'll definitely do it in the future. We'll get into more fishing talk later. I have a bunch of cool footage to show you about what I've really been up to, at least the past couple days. With kind of the first humid days popping out here, a bunch of rain, then heat, a bunch of rain, then heat. The morels are out, and they are popping in our area. So here's a whole bunch of footage from the past couple days of Steph the Great and I getting out in the woods and enjoying morel mushroom hunting. And if you've never done it, you need to do it. And if you've never tried one, you need to have one. So morel mushroom footage in 3, 2. Do you have 2 bags or no?
Yeah.
Do you have your knife?
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's a bag for you.
All right. In a new area now, a little more ravine-y. Been searching back here a couple hours. We haven't found much of anything. It's pretty gnarly land back here. I don't know if this too ravine-y and maybe too much of a mature woods around it. No action though. All right, we're back. Rip the Ranger to some more places. See what we can't do.
Okay, so it is May 3rd. This is probably the first full weekend that we're able to actually hunt morels. Last weekend it was super rainy, super gross, but it was needed for that moisture to soak up into the ground to hatch some beautiful morel mushrooms.
Yes. Our first beautiful yellow of the year, and a petito sitting right next to it.
And we have another one.
And another one right here.
And then
Just popping up. Bingo. Beautiful one right here. 2 beautiful ones right here. Oh my gosh. It's still pretty early. Like Steph said, we had wicked rains kind of like earlier this week. Monday, Tuesday, it just downpoured. And now this Friday was like our first sunny day. It's sunny and 70 degrees. It feels like spring. This is the start. This is the start of the reason why May is my favorite month of the whole entire year. Fishing opener is May 10th. Fishing opener is 6 days away. And the morels just popped up, like literally just popped up. There's another big one right here. Another one right here. Another big one right here. You see more? Oh my gosh, we gotta go slow because where there's one, there's usually many more. Oh my goodness. Look at that. 2 beautiful ones right here. 2 beautiful ones right here. We need to mark this. We need to mark this on Onyx.
We gotta go super slow, take our time. Oh, this is the best time of the year.
So sweet. In 7 days from now, we're gonna be banging walleyes. With a weird El Nino winter, we thought maybe they'd come up way sooner, and they are coming up a little earlier. The first morel we found was like a week ago, and it was just one tiny little gray.
I got another one back.
You got another one? I don't know if I'm gonna set the camera up or what. I just giving you an update. Nice. Nice. Found another one right here. Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
Yes. We always get to them when they're kind of half burnt
Yeah.
and dried. And these look like they probably were out there for maybe a day, probably not even more than 2 days.
What's the seasoning of choice?
Kinder's buttery garlic salt. Obviously, we like this one a little bit.
I can't believe your mom and dad didn't tell you about that roundabout, or maybe they did.
Oh man.
I know.
We're watching bass fishing on the TV. The camera always eats first. That's a perfect May breakfast right there. Wow. Steak and eggs with morels over backstraps.
I don't think it could get any better.
Come on, try the first morel.
Oh my goodness.
Good action.
Just melt in your mouth.
Boom. Absolute domination. Light work.
Even in the last hand, I didn't even get more.
Light
than
work.
4 points.
Comment down below if you like to play cribbage. I need to get some
Oh,
competition around here.
whatever.
Whatever.
All right, we're checking on another spot here. Just another beautiful piece of public land. We found a couple small grays here on Saturday, but after Steph found a couple of those giant yellows and things have progressed, you can just tell the ground cover, everything just kind of bloomed out past couple days. I don't know if it's just been a little bit warmer, the humidity, and a couple more rainfalls, but it's like, I don't know, when she's finding big yellows like that, big true yellows, it makes me want to go back and hit kind of our old stomping grounds. So we'll probably give this a half an hour and yeah, we'll see what happens. So hold on. Where is it? Oh, nice, good eye.
And then if you look, we got this one, we got this one, we got those 2 right there.
Oh, wow.
We got one right there. We got one by that log up there.
Wow. Okay. Good eyes.
So some
Good
of
eyes,
them,
Stephanie.
some of them are a little young. This one doesn't look too bad.
You could pick that one. Nice job. Some of them are still young back here. I'll push up here and show you the other ones you saw.
There's one right next to your foot behind you.
Saw one there.
Right next to that log.
Yeah, that log, that is so picturesque. There's moss and dang morel popping right out of it. Another one right back there.
I think if you look to your left, there's one that's tucked by you. Should we leave that one or where?
Let's leave that one.
That one.
Let's leave that one.
That one might have been a little small next to it, but that's okay. They're a nice little taste tester.
We might end up backing out of this spot pretty soon, just because. So, you see it, one nice one? Yeah, I got two right here. And that's why we might back out, just because I feel like it is still maybe a couple days away from where they're fully grown, and I don't want to step on more. I don't know. Steph and I, we mushroom hunt pretty hard every year, but we're still learning every year, and I don't think these are true yellows or true grays. I don't think they're like true morels. They are morels, but I think they're, what are they called, a half true? Half free. I think these are called half free morels, and they're still delicious and edible, but they're not like, I don't know, they're not a traditional yellow morel. I don't know if these do better kind of in this lowland area. You can kind of see here there's actually undergrowth by us, and this is kind of where the morels are popping out of the moss, and there's some big trees that are falling over. There's another one right here. Maybe I'll pick that one. But it's just, it's interesting because we'll go to a different spot like on those shelves and we won't see any of these, and they'll just be true yellows. So this is, it's definitely a motherlode spot though, because every time I look, it's like there's one, there's another one. Oh boy, new spot, and we're on to higher pastures, and I see some yellows. Oh, that's what we're going for. Boom, and there's another one there. Oh. Nice big beautiful one. Look at that big weird one. There's more. There's more right here. Oh man. Oh man. Okay. I think we're gonna settle in, get picking, and we'll talk to you after we've kind of looked around this little 5-yard area. We got more. We got more. Nice beautiful one right there. Nice one here. Nice one here. Wow. Is there more? Look down, look down.
There's one up there.
Oh my gosh, there's like a bunch of them behind me. I walked over. Look at all these. Look at all these. Wow. Wow. All right, we are not gonna move because there's a bunch right here. This is what it's all about. Oh, we got more. Look at the size of some of these suckers. We are freaking unleashing on them today. New spot. More than near 1 hour. Hogs. That's 2 nice stacks full.
Feels like a 4-pound bass.
This is absolutely incredible. Wow. We're gonna count them up here. I don't know how many we have. This is a crazy big haul. Beautiful grays, beautiful yellows. We got them into rows. We'll count the rows. This has got to be, yeah. We ended up putting them on a scale. This is a little over 5 pounds of mushrooms. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What do you think?
I can't even begin to describe how excited I am right now. This is so crazy.
Unreal.
It is so crazy.
Unreal.
But I am so excited. My mouth is watering. It was about, what, how long did we go out? Probably since noon?
Yeah.
So 7 hours?
Yeah, but we were driving the range around,
yeah,
changing
yeah.
locations.
Probably like a good 4 or 5 hours. But worth it.
So cool. Each one is just so different and unique. Yeah. Some hogs down here. It's so interesting. I don't know, it just feels like you can smell them. Sometimes you can smell them. When those morels first pop and you go into the woods and you see that ground cover starting to come up, you're like, it's time. One big keynote for us is when the ground cover really does pop and then our lilac bush in our yard starts to bloom, that's like go time. That's go time for us. And we're not pros by any means at hunting mushrooms. We do it a lot and we try a bunch of different public lands, but basically we kind of key in on new growth areas, whether that was cut or logged out from the year previous, or just lowland areas that have good moisture, not too much sunlight, but enough sunlight to grow the ground cover. And besides that, just dead elms. If you can identify elms and if they're not completely dead, almost kind of standing on their last legs, sometimes those elm trees can just harbor a lot of morels for us. So yeah, that's kind of our game plan, and basically go slow. Go with a buddy, go slow, and keep your eyes glued, because sometimes they can just blend in and hide so well. But all right, so now back to the fishing talk. With Minnesota fishing opener on the rise, if you live anywhere else where fishing doesn't close, I'm extremely jealous, but in Minnesota we have seasons. We have seasons for basically our game fish, our bass, our walleyes, our pike, and we're itching. It is kind of fun though, I will say, even though I wish bass and walleyes were open all year round, it is fun to kind of kick the season off with an opener. Everybody and their brother heads out to the lakes. It's kind of a family tradition. We'll get together with some families and definitely go for walleyes in the morning and the evening, and probably bass and crappies in the afternoon. So opener morning for walleyes, I'm definitely gonna have a jigging minnow or a jigging plastic tied on, be casting that around, popping that on the bottom. From there, I'll probably have a shad wrap and a stick bait tied on for casting or potentially trolling purposes. You can't go wrong with a husky jerk. You can't go wrong with a shad wrap. And last but not least, a rip and wrap. I don't care if you live north, south, east, west. If you have a rip and wrap tied on, you can fish it shallow, deep. You can rip it, you can slowly reel it. Walleyes absolutely slam it in the spring. And that's what we want. We want to just slam walleyes. Transitioning now from walleye fishing to bass fishing, which we'll probably do in the afternoons. We're gonna be keying in shallow. Before you tie anything on or before you go to an area, I would just really get yourself a good pair of polarized sunglasses, stand up on the boat, or if you're shore fishing, walk the shore and see if bass are on beds or see if you can see them cruising around. Bass should definitely be shallow right now. And a lot of times just looking around with your eyes can give away a whole group of bass. As far as baits go, you can't go wrong with a wacky rig Senko, a Texas rig Senko. Fish it slow. These fish are hungry, they're shallow, and they're uneducated this time of year. So throw a Senko up there, you'll mop every single one. Besides that, search baits. A swim jig, you can cover water. A spinner bait, you can cover water. A chatterbait, you can cover water. And just keep it simple. Keep it simple, cover water till you start getting bit, then slow down. That's just kind of my week in review leading up to Minnesota fishing opener. If you're from Wisconsin or any of those other states that just recently opened up, I hope you had an awesome opener. I hope you're crushing fish. And if you're from Minnesota, good luck this weekend. Good luck to your family and your friends. Get outside, do some fishing, get in the woods, find some morels or kill a turkey, because May is the best freaking month. So thank you so much for watching this episode all the way to the end. I guess not a lot to be said, and stay tuned. And as always, let the adventure begin. See you. Also, if you're interested at all in the baits I talked about or some of the approaches, I linked them down in the description. I hope everybody has an awesome weekend fishing, and good luck. Frickin' tear them down.